Hello everyone, you're watching AWS and Machine Learning, and the current topic for this lecture is data cleaning strategies for missing values we are dealing with. But before we move on into the strategies, first come first is to understand workflow for treating missing values, and let's compare NaN with np.nan. Okay, this is lecture number 31 given by myself, Shanaz Malik, and let's move. Now, before we move into imputation techniques, it's always good to understand why does missing data exist. Okay, some of the common reasons are values missed during the acquisition process. Okay, for example, faulty weather sensors during weather analysis might not, work properly. Incomplete patient information for medical diagnosis and extra, values deleted accidentally. Sometimes data losses do happen, sometimes mistakenly deleted due to any human error and whatnot. Now we need to understand and master in the following, and that is the importance of treating the missing values. I have been stressing it again and again, and here I'm again giving you, stressing it. And detect missing values in our messy data is really important. Okay, before you actually, could think of strategies. So first you detect, and then investigating the type of missingness. Treat the missing values appropriately for numerical features, and if you have time series feature, or you have a categorical feature or features. Okay, you need to treat missing values appropriately. So remember, our techniques that we choose must be evaluated comprehensively, and it must avoid adding bias to features. Remember, if you add bias to features and then it gets transferred into models, and then the models start behaving strangely, or or you might not get the best score, and not the best insights, which is the ultimate goal. So just be careful. Now, workflow for treating missing values. Now, what is the workflow? So here, if you see the diagram, this is really clear. I try to be precise and divide it into phases. So the first phase is to convert all missing values to null values. Okay, and then once you do that, then the second stage is to analyze the amount and the type of missingness in the data. If you have, I have been in the previous lectures, I have also shown you, especially I think in a previous lecture or two, I have been showing you how to analyze the amount of missingness and type of missingness in the data, and then once you analyze it, then appropriately delete or impute missing values. Okay, and that is to you apply the strategy. Okay, in previous lecture I have shown you how to delete, and in future lectures I'm going to show you how to impute. How there are different strategies for imputing missing values, and depending on our data sets and features, I will show you, different techniques, how to make data healthy, okay, and clean. Now after that, once you implement your missing values, you need to evaluate and compare the performance of treated and imputed data set. Okay, you need to evaluate, have you done correctly. If you haven't done it correctly, if it's not giving you good results in the evaluation model phase, and then you might need to go back and think about, maybe you have deleted some observations and lost some strong signals, and maybe it was better to impute. Maybe you have used wrong imputation method, and maybe you need to think about that. So there could be various reasons, and I will show you, as you will, if you stay tuned with my channel and with my with me, and I will do my best to share whatever skills and whatever experience I have in this field. Now, the second thing is null value operations. Okay, let's compare NaN with np.nan. Okay, now, what is NaN? It's a built-in Python data type. The NaN keyword is used to define a null value or no value at all. NaN is not the same as zero, false, or an empty string. NaN is a data type of its own, NaN type, and only NaN can be NaN. And there are some or operations have shown. I will show you these in from Jupyter Notebook, and think it will make more sense there. But I'm just giving you in a slide, some, if you would like to take it from here directly and see what it means, if it makes sense. But don't worry, just stay with me, and I'm going to show you what all this means. And then what about np.nan? It's from NumPy, and it does test element wise for NaN and return a result as a Boolean array. Now NaN means not a number. Okay, both NumPy and pandas libraries use np.nan extensively for working with null values. Okay, yeah, so to do all this comparison, just bear with me, and before I show you this slide, I will take you to, after this I will take you to the Jupyter Notebook, and we'll do this exercise. So what's awareness? Okay, the awareness that you take from all this is, while working with missing data, you will have to store these missing values as an empty type. Okay, this way you will easily be able to identify, replace them, or play with them. This is why we have the NaN and NumPy NaN type. You need to be able to differentiate clearly between the two. And remember, NaN is of NaN type, while NP-NaN is of float. This allows NP-NaN to have both arithmetic and logical operations, and I will show you what it means. When I say npn.nan to have both arithmetic and logical operations. Okay, so let's end this here, and here is the notebook ready for us, and let's begin. So if I do shift enter, said you all these things. I'm not going to repeat the first cell. Simply it gives me the width 100% of this Jupyter notebooks. So, okay, and the second one is just a fancy display of my cover for this, what we are doing, where we are. Then I'm importing NumPy as NP. Okay, and then I'm starting to check the various operations. So none or true. What will this give? True. Okay, what about if I do the same operation with np.nan? Okay, and if you see it's NaN, so there's a difference. So just start now, making sense to, should start making sense. So if you see none plus true, it's not supported. Okay, what about if I do same with np.nan, and if you see it is supported and the result is NaN? Okay, so just keep on checking the output. So this is input and this is output. Okay, now let's move on. What about this operation? None divisible by 3. Is it supported? No, it's not supported. What about if I do same thing with the np.nan? It gives a NaN as an output. What about if I do subtraction of 3 from NaN? No, it's not supported. What about if I do same with the other one? Yeah, it is NaN. So type of none is non-type. Okay, if you see, this is what I have shown you on. Now it start making sense to you, I think. Now what about the type of np.nan? Well, it is a float, as I said. So this is float. Okay, whereas this is non-type. Let's move on. Let's do the comparison. What about none compared to none? True, it's true. But what about if we do the comparison of the other? False, because it's undefined number. So undefined number compared to undefined number is false. What about if we check, is this is NaN, so it's not supported. What about if we do it same for np.nan? It's true. Okay, so just remember these things, because these things will help you to work with missing values. And now I have given you the compare, and this is just another way of doing the same thing. If you see, it's again none compared to none, and just cached in try and x mm, so if you see here is the same thing, it's printing this one, and okay. And if you see true, and now these are the same thing that I have shown you, if this makes sense to you. So this compared to this is false, okay. And this is all, I think, making now sense to you guys, okay. So what we need to this is a bit of fancy way to do what I have shown you above. Now remember to check for none, use the comparison operator, you know and to check for NaN, use np dot is NaN function, okay. So remember, if you check for none, use comparison operator, and to check for NaN, you have to use this one, okay. Fortunately, pandas intrinsically convert none to NaN values, so that you don't need to worry, okay. Pandas is really smart, and converts the NaN to none to NaN values. So that's it, basically. If you liked this video, that's good. If you have any questions, then get back to me, comment, or email me, and I'm happy to help you guys as quickly as I could. And in the meanwhile, if you are happy, then it's time to make me happy and subscribe. And if you haven't until now, and please hit the notification bell so that you get notified as soon as I upload new videos. And I hope to see all of you in next video. In the meanwhile, I thank all for watching Data Analytics Professionals. Remember, sharing this video is caring for yourself and society. So don't hesitate to share. In the meanwhile, it's time to say goodbye. Stay blessed.